All right, of course, y'all know we'll wait until we get some more people. I'm gonna start. I'm starting 5 minutes after because I'm not gonna hold y'all long. All right, so if you do have your computer, I would love for y'all to go to build.com. That's what we're gonna be looking in right now. It's a wonderful site that if you have clients that's looking for finishings and floorings and fans and whatever you're looking, bathrooms. This is a great reference point site, and we're going to kind of go through it, and we're going to talk about some of the different finishing. And the reason I wanted to do this class is because I wanted us to be more, as a real estate agent, we got to really look at this as a skill. And as a real estate agent, you need to know the different type of appliances. Also, you need to know the different price point of different appliances, the different price points on flooring, lighting. We're going to look and see what's in style, what's not in style, what's been offered. So it's going to be like more of a fun class, educational class at the same time. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. So we'll start off in about another. We'll start off at 2:05 and get everybody time to come on in. All right. So how's everybody day been so far?
Been working from home today, so
Oh, that's a good thing.
Same, can't complain.
Y'all over there in y'all pajamas.
pretty much while the camera is off.
I saw it was like one of those complimentary videos of people in Zooms. And it has been some funny situations with Zooms where people forget that they had their camera on.
Mm-hmm.
And one girl literally, she took her laptop in the bathroom with them. And she had to think that she had to put it on, the camera took off. And literally she put it down by the toilet, and you could just see everybody's face looking like, she's in the bathroom on the toilet, and then when she saw it, she grabbed it so quick. So it was,
I did that yesterday. My camera wasn't on. No, my camera wasn't on, but I did take the laptop into the bathroom.
I double check and triple check. I've gotten in trouble with my son on his virtual classes talking when I'm thinking he's on mute, and the teacher here with me fussing at him.
Yeah,
that is happening out a whole lot. It was one lady, she was a congressman in Mexico, and she walked in, and I don't know what she was thinking. She walked in without no shirt, no nothing, and everything, and everybody like, it made the national news on her. It was on Kelly and Ryan show. They was talking about it.
Gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful, y'all. Y'all be careful in these streets.
First day of school, one of my daughter's classmates was going in on her son. And she said, "Why did you hang up? I fixed it." So she thought he hung up and disconnected, but he hadn't. She was just going in like, "I just fixed it so you wouldn't have this problem. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it." And she was going.
And you know what? I think my son took himself off of mute on purpose, trying to get me caught. I really do.
That's a good one right there. We'll get my mom trapped up, right?
All
right, we got about another minute and I'm gonna start. Like I told you earlier, we got a couple people that are coming on now. This class is we're gonna talk about luxury finishings, we're gonna talk about luxury appliances, luxury hardwood floors, and just really just the different finishes in houses right now. And I'm using this site, build.com. If you don't know, it's a wonderful site that you can get a lot of great hardware, appliances, flooring, furniture. As you can see, you can get a lot of things on this one. Let me make sure, y'all do see my screen, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right, want to make sure I shared it. So as real estate agents, we always have to make sure that we're constantly knowing what's trending now. Also, I want to take it a little deeper than that. We also need to know different price points, because when you're going to become a listing agent, and I don't know if y'all seen this, if you're, especially when you get to that price point of 500,000 and above, you get some of these listing agents start throwing the different type of appliances in there and mention names in there. All these have Wolf appliances in there. And the reason they're doing that because it's difference between the different appliance packages. You know, we're going to look at a KitchenAid, we're going to look at Bosch, we're going to look at Wolf appliances. And I want y'all to know as agents, the different price points, you know, just for you to know when you get that listing, you'll know, hey, you know, this is a great appliances package right here. And this is over a $30,000 appliance package. So if you have your client who wants to build a property custom and they saying that, hey, you know, what type of appliances can I, you know, put in this house? You'll be able to actually go back to this website right here and reference and say, you know, hey, I think you should put Bosch in there. You know, we can save, or we can put KitchenAid and save about a $15,000 difference between a Wolf appliances. And, you know, you got some cooks. And so, you know, what's the two things that sell houses? Kitchens and what?
Bathrooms.
Bathrooms, kitchen and bathrooms. Yeah. So if those are going to be your two main points of which you're going to be selling the home, and the two most important parts of selling a home, you should know those particular areas right there. So this is where we're going to start off right here on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and announce it. We're going to really put our training calendar for next month today. I think it's going to go out today or first thing in the morning. And each month I'm going to bring in a different guest. And our first guest for this month is going to be a guy named Watson. And Rod Watson is over the Keller Williams Beverly Hills Sports and Entertainment Division. So Rod is going to be teaching a class called Breaking Into Luxury. So all the agents who want to learn about marketing to luxury, breaking into luxury, Rod is going to be our guest speaker for this month. And then the following month is going to be Jane Bunn. Jane is with, I think she's with Compass Realty in Naples, Florida. So I got some great people coming in to speak to y'all and actually get little nuggets and pouring back into y'all. So I just made the first announcement. Rod Watson, we just confirmed him. I think it's like the 23rd. He's going to be doing a Zoom training for our company. So I'm going to constantly be bringing in different guests, and I'm bringing in guests outside of our market because I want y'all to be able to learn something they may be doing, and you can, you know, put it into your book of tricks in our Atlanta market. And I think you're going to really enjoy him. And he's phenomenal. I think he got over 50,000 some people following him on social media. He has a podcast. He, you know, he's doing phenomenal in that space. And I know some of y'all want to get in that space. So he's going to be our guest speaker for the month of, I'm getting my months here, September. All right, so let's get started. Let's talk about finishings. Okay, so
Hey, Jeremy, real quick before you get started, I've got a question. Has anyone else received an email from Georgia MLS regarding a data breach incident?
No, I haven't got that one.
Yeah, I did. I got that today.
Yesterday. Yeah.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got it at 123.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Lord, you didn't change the tempo right now?
Yeah, look, my whole attitude changed when I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, you just threw me off on my trading.
Sorry. I just wanted to know if anyone else got it.
I gotta, we gotta put this out. Make sure everybody really watch their, that means their social security numbers, everything.
Well, they're saying that all that was compromised is your login, password, of course, your license number, your phone number, email address, and address. So, I mean, they've got more than enough stuff there on you.
Yeah,
So
to do whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for letting me know that. I don't know how I overlooked that email. I think that's what Karen was just calling me about. She called me about 2 or 3 times. So, okay, we're gonna put that out. And everybody, just please be watching over your accounts. And
I'm changing mine now as we speak.
Yeah, change your login. So we won't have that problem right there. Godless. Okay. All right, let's get started. All right, the site that like I said before, the site that I'm using is Build.com. Build is a phenomenal site that a lot of home builders go to order different finishings, appliances, hardwood, flooring, as you can say on it. Like I said before, the reason I want to start this class is because I'm going to make this class more of an interacting class. So feel free to talk, ask questions while I go along. And we're going to look at some of the finishing that's going on in houses right now. And the first thing I want to start off with talking about, we're going to go over hardwood flooring. The reason I'm starting off with hardwood flooring is because you get more value if you have hardwood in your house versus carpet in your house on it. But of course, some people don't like carpet because of allergies. They may have allergies in the house, so they may want hardwood in the bedrooms. And then some people like carpet in the bedrooms because they don't want their feet touching the floor. So you got different styles of clients on here, but I wanted to kind of make sure that you knew the different styles of hardwood flooring. So I'm going to click on this little button. Let's go into flooring part. And definitely, you got me thinking right now. Hold on. All right. Well, so of course, we're talking about flooring. We all know it's different styles of flooring. We have tile, we have hardwood flooring, we got vinyl flooring, luxury vinyl flooring, laminated carpet, and cork flooring. But the main ones you're going to probably see are, of course, you're going to see tile. Let's talk about tile. You're going to see tile a lot in where? What bedroom, what space of the house are you going to see majority of tile flooring in?
Bathroom.
Bathrooms. Exactly. So, you got different styles of tiles right here. And I was actually going through here earlier and looking at the different tile flooring. So let's talk into the flooring. All right. So when you're talking about construction, and I want y'all to know, sorry about that, some of the feedback. When you're talking about, and this is for you if you start kind of renovating your homes and things like that, everything is broken down into square footage on it. And so when you're going into these stores, they're going to charge you by the square footage. As you can see, this nice tile floor right here is going around $5.69 a square footage. And actually, it's a popular pick right here, to each his own, in it right here. But I also want you to concentrate on the size of the tile on it. Of course, each tile has different cuts, different styles, different layouts on it. And sometimes those finishings are going to determine price points on them right here. As you can see, this only has a 6 finishing on it. So it's going around $5.69. Well, if we come directly here, and this tile has 44 finishings on it. So of course the price point's a little bit different right here. So it's going around $12.46 a square footage on it. So the higher the finishings on it, the more square footage you're going to pay for your tile flooring. And that's important. I just want you to know that for if your client, asks you for your recommendation on should they go with tile on the floor or should they go vinyl on the floor, it's a different price point. And we're going to look at the price point of going tile, then we're going to look at the price point of going vinyl in the bathroom. So as you can see, tile comes in many shapes and sizes and styles on it. But of course, here's another one. This is, I don't know what style this is, but this is nice. It looks like a rock style on it, and it's going around $5.36 a square footage on it. So when you're dealing with your contractor, you can actually, I want y'all to get to the point, and I want y'all to the point where y'all know how to measure a bathroom and figure out how much square footage of material that you're going to need to cover that whole flooring. And if you can start bringing out the tape measure and measuring directly in front of your clients and be able to calculate the square footage amount that they need, what's that going to make you look like? An expert. They're going to say this person really, really knows about houses, really understand what it's going to take to renovate a home. And that's going to probably make the difference between you, helping them buy the house or helping them sell the house on it. So that's just another tool within your tool belt. So we're going to probably do a second part of this class right here when we're going to actually go out to a property. And I'm going to bring the tape measure and we're going to start measuring, bathrooms. We're going to start measuring kitchens, and we're going to come up with square footage. And so if you could come up with how much material you need, you could break down how much just the material costs. And of course, we'll start talking about labor totally different because you got two costs. You got the cost for materials and you got your cost for labor. But at least if I could do as a broker to make you understand the cost of the material, then we can kind of work on our other way on labor, because you know that depends on your contractor right there and how much quality work they do. But you got different types. You got stone. You got different finishes. Of course, once again, this has a what 15 finishes, and it's going around $13 a square foot for this property on it. So, like I told you before, your finishing counts sometimes determine how much, and it just depends on the style of the brand too. And as you can see, this one has 26, but it's only going for $7.36. So what I'm looking at, majority of tile floor is averaging around $5 to $4.50 a square foot. And it just depends on how detailed you get within your flooring. And I want, like I said, I want you to know these type of things. So let's back up and let's go to a different type of flooring now. And you can do it square, rectangular, subway, all it's different tiles, because tile also go where? What's another place where tile go?
Kitchen and laundry room.
Exactly, kitchen and laundry room. Backsplash on a bathroom. Some people use tile on the backsplash in the bathroom. So let's back it up one more spot. So as you can see, you go in the shower too. Let's look at the shower. I'm gonna pull up the same thing for the shower. Let's see if I can get it to look a little bit different. Let's go Subway. So you got, like I said before, you got different styles. So I went with this. It's the Subway style, and it's still pulling up the same. But here we go, right here. I think they only got a couple finishings in here. As you get down, as you can see, you got the smooth tile. Different. I mean, it's so many variations of tile floors that I can't really even talk about all of them. It's very important, on your backsplash. We going into a kitchen now, and the kitchen don't have backsplash on it. What would we consider that kitchen to be? Not updated. Most homeowners right now, when they're looking for what? Backsplash on their in the kitchen, and they're looking at the granite countertop to consider if that property is updated or not on it. So just wanted you to know about that. Let's go back one more. All right, let's see if it's going to give me. All right. All right. So these are different styles of field tiles for your backsplash and your kitchen area right here. And of course, once again, the higher the finishing and the more details on it, the more it's going to cost per square foot on it here. So you can get this nice little backsplash right here for $6.62 a square foot. And then you can come over here and you can get this nice little finishing right here for $7.37. Of course, it's all about your particular style that you like. Your style may be different than my style on it, but I'm seeing a lot of the Subway tiles going into backsplashes right now. I'm seeing a pop of color out there on the backsplash too. As you can see, this one with the color and the finishing is going around about $9.96 a square foot for it. So you got some more different kind of styles right here, and you got the stone. You seen it? Have y'all been seeing a lot of the stone style in the backsplashes?
Yeah, I have actually. Looks good too.
Okay, you like that on it. So these are some things here. Another one right here. This is kind of like a plain look. It's bright. As you can see, the price is not ridiculous right here because of what? It doesn't have a lot of detail in it. And of course, we already know the more detail in the stone, the more the price is going to be on it. So that one's just a clean look on it. And so he got some examples right here on the floors, tile on the floors, tile in the kitchen, tile in the bathroom. So it's in your main areas. Let's look at the bathroom. Let's look at this picture real quickly. Let's bring us to the same thing. All right, so that's what I wanted to cover on tile flooring. Let's go back to flooring. let's go to, so when they're not putting towel in the bathroom, what's another option which you have seen in the bathroom? Hello? Anybody? Have y'all seen vinyl in the bathrooms? Vinyl floor?
Back in the day.
Back in the day, okay, yeah. You know, you got some people still using vinyl flooring. So let's look at our vinyl flooring right here. On it, of course, you know, people use vinyl flooring when they don't want to pay the price of hardwood floors. And you have a lot of investors that are coming in and putting vinyl floors just to get by. You know, I don't like vinyl floors, but it just depends on what price point you are. As you can see right now, vinyl floors, and this is 30 finish, is going about $3.29 a square foot. And then you have these ones that look just like hardwood floors that are hovering around $2.95. But, you know, people are using those as alternatives right now. And I'm seeing actually in investment properties, I'm seeing more vinyl floor going in there. Of course, it's an investor, so they're trying to make sure they watch their cost point on it. But I wanted you to at least know the difference between, you know, hardwood floors and vinyls on it. So we're looking at some of these vinyls, and if I look at this one right here, it's hovering around what, $4.29 a square foot on it. All right, so let's go to hardwood floors real quickly. All right, so I got a little contest. Can somebody tell me, and if you win a $10 gift card, and we're gonna give you, what's the difference between engineering hardwood floors and solid wood hardwood floors? Anybody know?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'm gonna say engineer is more man-made. I guess the regular wood would be natural wood from a tree.
I'll try. I'll try.
Good try, Dustin. Good try right there. Go ahead.
It could be the density and the wearability of the material.
I like that. Who said that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I won.
Well, the difference between, of course, you kind of right, Dustin. Both of y'all was right a little bit on it. Your solid hardwood floors, of course, is going to be the solid wood. It's going to come in one solid piece, and of course, they have to cut it and layer it to different parts of it. Where your engineering hardwood floors, it's going to be the thickness of the hardwood floors. They're going to have several layers of the hardwood floors on top of each other. Now, most people like the engineering. Well, it's just a preference. A lot of the contractors like the engineering because they come pre-cut. And so it's easier for them to fit those cut directly. And it's a tighter fit when you're talking about solid wood on it. And also too, you know, when it gets hot in there, the engineering floors kind of absorb the heat a little bit better than if your hardwood solid floors want. So it's just a preference on it. But let's look at the price point between each one of them on it. So I'm gonna split it.
That means, Jeremy, then we both won, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna split it both for $5.
I'm gonna spend $10, Jeremy. Oh no! I'm gonna expect my $10 gift card.
I got both of y'all.
Thank you.
All right, so let's look at the hardwood engineering hardwood floors, and that's important. That's very, very important for you to know the difference between engineering hardwood floors and solid hardwood floors. And if you're walking through, especially you're walking through a new construction and you're with your client, and you know, and you were able to tell your client the difference between the different flooring, or your client was telling you, hey, these are engineering hardwood floorings, or now I have solid wood hardwood floorings on here, and I like mine's better. You need to know the difference type, especially when you're talking about luxury on it. as you can see in your pre-engineering hardwood floors, they're going to look identical. It's really not going to be a different. Of course, this all goes about the finishing. The higher the finishing, the more details, the more grains you can see inside of the wood, the higher the price is going to be on it. So as you look at this one right here, the Shaw, they're got it hovering around $7.39 a square foot on it. But then you have this hardwood floors, which, you know, is a little bit less finishing right here. It's hovering around $2.86 per square foot. But it also goes back to the width of it too. That's a whole big difference in hardwood floors, how wide your board is on your hardwood floor. So
The length also as well too, right?
yeah, yep. The length and the width are important things on when you're talking about pricing on it right here too. So as you look in here, see this one right here has a little bit more what you can actually see the details in the floors right here and the finishing on the floors right here. So that's why it's going for $7.39 a square foot right here. You can see some of the details in here and these finishings right here. You can actually click on it and it actually has the different types in here, and it lets you know exactly what's mixed in this wood, I guess you want to call it, right here on it. So that's why I love this site, because it's also educational site at the same time if somebody was in here that don't really know anything about hardwood floors on here. So you can see it's got a coffee bean in it, leather, different colors that makes up this particular hardwood floor. That's what it is. It's the different colors that makes up this hardwood floors on here. And as you keep on down, you see more, you know, styles of it on here. You come on down.
Jeremy, what's the difference between laminate and vinyl?
Just the type. It's just a style. I think, to me personally, it's really no difference between laminate and I don't know. Some people say vinyl doesn't last longer than laminate, lasts longer than vinyl. And I think it's just how long you can have it and then before it start kind of buckling or start peeling. I know have you ever seen some of that vinyl floor start buckling a little bit and start peeling? If you get water on it, it's going to really, you know, any wood you get water on, it's going to warp. But I think it's just the durability and how long it lasts. That's the two totally difference between the two.
Okay.
So you can see directly in here. I know I'm boring y'all with flooring. We're going to get to the fancy stuff, appliances in a few minutes, but in lighting. But I just wanted y'all to know the different type of flooring. So let's take it off of engineering. Let's look at solid wood. All right, as you can see, who costs more? Solid wood costs more than what?
Engineering.
Yeah, come on, it's a group. Come on, I need y'all to participate with me. Solid floors cost a little bit more than engineering hardwood floors. So if your client come in and say, well, I got engineering hardwood floors, well, my neighbor has solid wood floors on there. Who has a better, you know, that solid wood is a little bit better right here on it. And of course, it's solid wood, you're going to see real more details in the wood. And when you're talking about a solid wood floor, as you can see, the price point on it. As you look at this finishing right here, and of course, again, it'll let you know, what colors are made up in this flooring. It's going around $14.29 a square footage. So now when you go into a lot of the luxury homes and you need to make sure especially when you're doing a new construction, because I'm seeing some builders are trying to put engineering hardwood floors in, $500,000, $600,000 home, and that's normally not the case right there. If you're paying $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 home, you're gonna want probably solid wood on your flooring on it. So, and that's something that you need to know as a real estate agent to help educate your client on it. And then, of course, if your client knows that, you need to know that too at the same time on it. So as we look down, it gets a little cheaper sometimes. Just depends on, like I said, the cut of the wood. As you can see, this is 3 wide, 3 1/4, and this is a 4. The wider the wood, of course, the longer the wood, the more the price on it. So if we look back up here on it, this is an 8 wide. So that's a good wide board right there on it. I saw a episode when I was watching Selling in the Sunset, And I don't know if are y'all watching that TV show it's on Netflix, I think it's on. All right. So
Yeah.
one of the things that he was, I think it was not this season that just came out, but the season before that, on the first episode, he was walking through there with one of his agents, and he was talking about the different. I think he was trying to educate her on the doors, and then he was talking about the hardwood floors, and he told her that the wider and the longer the floors, the more it costs on it. So those are things that I want to make sure that every agent and Norman and Associate knows the difference between engineered hardwood floors and solid wood hardwood floors, and also know that the more details in the floor and the wider the floor, of course, the more cost is going to be into it on it. So just giving you a little tip, like this is not trying to get you to be a particular contractor, but I just think that these are some of the things you should at least know, because wasn't one of the main things that people look at is the flooring. Am I right?
Right.
Flooring is important, especially when you're going to the D.R. Horton and you're going into these other builders, you need to be able to, they have to select their flooring. They have the samples there. You'll be able to ask the agent on site about the difference. What kind of hardwood floors are these? Are they pre-engineered? Are they solid? And that makes you look like an expert. And I want everybody out here to look like an expert on it. So that's, part of that right there. So let's skip the flooring. Make sure I cover everything with flooring that I wanted to. And then, of course, you got different type of flooring. You got carpet. I'm not going to go on carpet. We already kind of know that part of it. So let's talk about kitchen appliances. Let's go to the kitchen. Not the appliances I want. Hold on 1 minute. Luxury appliance. Here we go. All right, let's talk about luxury appliances. Of course, you got kitchens that come with different styles of appliances. Of course, we got our luxury ranges right here. We got our luxury cooktop on it. What do you see cooktops mostly in the house?
On the island?
Exactly. Good, you running there right there. Cooktops are more on the island on it. Like my house in Birmingham, I have a cooktop, and I have a little island in the middle of my kitchen. But that's where you're going to see a lot of cooktops. You have gas cooktops, you have the ventless cooktops where, if you see the ventless ones, it's normally a draft right in the middle of it, and it's sucking it in between the island, and it's normally ran up under the flooring and kicking on out the back or something like that. So let's go to our ranges for a quick. All right, so these are the different kind of course. I'm not going to get into big thing on it. It's breaking down the different ovens right here. As you can see, Jenn-Air is the top brand right there. So if you're looking for a Jenn-Air right here with the gas cooktop on it, we're looking around about $4,300, well, $4,400 for it. Of course, this is a smooth top at the top of here. Some people like cooking with gas. Some people like cooking with electric, and I think most cooks like gas, so I'm gonna switch over to gas because you're gonna see more gas in luxury homes, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about it. All my cooks on the line right now. No. Okay. All right, so I want y'all to see the different styles, because when you're going into these houses, these are what the ranges look like on here, and you need to be able to look at the difference between the different clients. So you got a Bosch, you got Jenn-Air right here. So if you're looking at the Jenn-Air right here, it's close to the top brand right here. This Jenn-Air right here, gas cooktop, is running around $6,400 for it. And all of them, well, this is a 36-inch wide. This is a 30. Of course, this is going to go about how wide you put it in there. But let's keep on going down. So this is Monogram right here, and we're looking at 8,000 because this is a 48 inches wide on it. So of course it's a little bit bigger and it's a little bit wider in the space. So that's another thing you need to know. All appliances come in different width. So you need to make sure you can say, okay, hey, I'm not going to ask you to be an expert. Once again, I'm not asking you to be an expert, but I just want you to know a little bit about it. That's it. A little bit to make yourself to look like a true craft, a true real estate agent and understands the difference. So you have 30 inches, you have 36 inches, you have 48 inches. I want you to learn those different inches right there. 30 inches, 36 inches, 48 inches right there. Those are some of the inches and width, rather, that you're going to see in some of your kitchen appliances. So, let's keep on going. All right, we got Jenn-Air. This is a 36-inch Jenn-Air. It's running around 6,200. All right, now we're coming to the big boys right here. All right, let's look at Viking. My opinion only, I think that one of the top brands that everybody look, and you go into most luxury homes, are going to be Viking. Viking are one of the top brands. Anybody else, do y'all agree with me or do y'all disagree with me? Viking is going to probably be the top brand.
Looks by the price.
It looked like it a price.
Right.
All right, so but you need to know these things right here. So if we're looking at this, there's a big difference between Jenn-Air and Viking right here on it. So you're talking about a 12,000. Well, we're gonna go ahead and round this up to a 13,000 oven range, and you're talking about only a 62. Of course, this was a little bit wider, but still the model and the make on it. It's a little bit there. You see how many burners that it has on the top of this one right here. That's another thing you can look at in your burners. So let's go on and look at some more Vikings. So we got a 36-inch Viking that's going for 8,600. And that's probably the cheapest one. Well, we got a little mini one right here. I don't know which I could cook on this one. This will probably go into a pool house right here. That's for the pool house right there. On it. Outside. On it, but as you can see, it's going back up. When you go back up to it and you get more ranges in and cook in the middle, you're talking about close to $10,000 for we can round it off between $15,000 to $10,000 for a Viking range on it, and that's value because most cooks want to cook on a Viking. I would love to cook on a Viking, but I'm not at a Viking yet, but I'm gonna get there one day on it. So as you can see, you got the different style. I just wanted you to know the different styles right here. On it. This is right here. There's another competition of Viking. As you can see, this one's, right at 11,000 right here. So, I want you to Google these names of these appliances. So when you're walking into a home and you're walking into a luxury home, you'll know the difference on them. You can look at a range and say, okay, that costs between, 10 to 13,000. And then if you're able to really tell your client and say, if your client coming in there and she's a cook and she said, I want like a 36-inch Viking range in this area. How much y'all think that's going to start? You can kind of give her a ballpark figure. I'm not saying you have to give the right amount, but you can pretty much say it's going to run between what, 10 to 12,000. Am I right?
Yeah.
So Jeremy,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a question. So, other than the name that it carries and the price tag, what is really the difference as far as the quality of foods that you're going to be able to prepare on a Viking compares to a cheaper model?
I think it's more about, I'm not a detailed cook now. A lot of people would say it's just the way it cooks a little bit and durability. I'm hearing that Vikings are going to last a little bit longer and more durable. And then I think it cooks a little bit differently. I'm not a detail on the cooking because I think it's all dealing with the built quality of it too on it. So if I had to take a guess at that point, it's going to be, and then what I hear is going to be more of the durability and the way it cook.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing. That's what my clients are telling me. Now, have I cooked on one yet? Not quite. I'm meal prepping right now. So, I'm gonna have to get a cook.
See? So that's my point. I mean, I think a cook can cook in anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
That is
true.
meant to
That's
be.
true. My mother was a lunchroom manager, and she did a real good job in the lunchroom and cooking on everything it was on there.
Yeah.
So sometimes our luxury sometimes is just the names.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the name. We're better to say, oh, Louis Vuitton. Oh, that's a nice brand. Or Burberry. That's a nice brand. Well, or going out to get a $15,000. I mean, a $1,500 suit versus me going to Macy's and get a $400 suit. I worked at Macy's for half of my life. 6 to 7 years, not half my life, but I think they got some great quality suits. But if I go in and put on this Mark Schaffner suit, it's going to be the material in it. The material is going to be a little bit better. It's probably stretch a little bit better, absorb heat a little bit better. So I just think it's all in the mindset of the client, and also in just a little detail of it and durability of the
Yeah,
item.
the way that it's made as well.
Yeah, and the design has a great part on it too. That's a great question. All right. So let's keep on going. All right, so I think we're kind of good on the appliances side. Let's go back.
So, Jeremy, are you gonna send us that website?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it out to each one of y'all, and I'm actually sending you
Thank
the
you.
report. So if you want to know some of the top brands, so you can do more research, and you can be they have broken down into, because Wolf is another top brand too. Have y'all seen any Wolf appliances? Sub-Zero. These are some great appliances, and of course, you need to know these different appliances that are inside of a home, and just have an idea of what they kind of cost for. That's what all I want you to be able to do, is have an idea of value, so you can be educated when you're talking about it, and it may help you sell a house on it. So let's look at the Wolf. So I think it's, like I said before, it's a lot of it is the design of it, durability of it, and then a lot of it just name of the appliances on it. All right, anybody got any questions on this right here? If you all want to know what's the top brands right here, hit directly, here they are right here. Here's some of the top brands right here. You can look them up and you can see different price point. You want to come up. Hey, and it'll tell you a little bit, and also tell you a little bit about it. It'll tell you the price on the range, on the hood, and refrigerators, freezers. If you're talking about a freezer right here, look at it, it's 6,500, but it's just a freezer on here. I need my freezer to do a little bit more for 6,500.
I'm like, where's the rest of it?
I was looking into it like, this freezer is not big at all. I'm not gonna be able to handle that. It's only 7 feet, 7 cubicle of space in there. That's not 7.8 on it. So it's you're paying for the what? The name. You're paying for the name, and then normally the vendor back and saying that their product is gonna last a certain amount of time. It's gonna last for a while on it. All right, let's keep on going. Let's talk about hardware. Now, to me, hardware is very important. When you say that hardware is very important to a house,
Mm-hmm.
I think the hardware kind of dictates
It sets the tone.
Yes, it does. It sets the tone. It sets the style of home that you have right here. You can take a older home and change all the hardware in the home, and it gives you more of a modern feel. Correct? Am I right about that?
Yep.
So let's talk about it, because actually I was like, I need to upgrade my house in Birmingham, and what upgrading is just not the light fixture, but it's the hardware throughout the whole house. And if you change the doorknobs, you got to change the hinges, in between of it. So I just wanted you to know the different color tones that's out there right now. So let me ask you a question. What's the most popular color you will see right now in a lot of our luxury homes, or just homes right now? What's the trend right
Matte black, in my opinion, and then you would have the chrome.
now?
Stainless steel.
No, try again.
Oh, the brass.
I'm gonna
Brass.
say brass.
Brass. Brass is making a comeback right
Yes.
now. Brass is coming back in on it. So I don't want you to get out there and say what? Gold. It's not gold. It's what? Brass. See, that's the difference from right there in the talking right there on it. Because I'm hearing a lot of agents say, yeah, gold is making a comeback back. It's actually brass that's making a comeback in right now into a lot of modern homes. So I want you to be able to just to talk, with people knowing that you really understand what you're saying on it. So brass is definitely is coming back because you're paying $25 for this as don't handle when you can go in Lowe's and get one for about $5-6. So once again, brass, but I think the detail of the hardwood is very important right here. You're going to see this in what more modern homes right here
That's
with
nice.
straight edge. Somebody said that. Yes. So if you go into a lot of newer homes right now, they're coming with this more clean, sleek look right here on it. So that's why it's what $50 a handle on it, because you're going to see this style in a lot of your more modern, updated homes right now on it. Now, a lot of investors are coming back with just this right here to give it a little look, but not go all the way modern. But when you want to go all the way modern, you're going to go into this clean, sleek look right here on it. Let's keep on down and see what else they have in here. So this is the old style right here with the little hook in it on it. I don't think that's. Here we go again right here. This is like I told you before. You can tell by the price point what's in style right now on it. And I want y'all to be able to know that right there, because you may be into the point where you're buying your own investment property and you want to know what style to put in the house that's going to help you sell the house a little bit better. And I think this is one of the styles that can help you out. Hold on, man. I didn't change something up real quickly. Hold on. So let's go back up. Let's go back up. So those are the handles. Let's go back. All right, cabinets are important too. Wouldn't you say that? Your cabinet hardware?
Definitely.
Definitely. When you're going to, we said what sells a home, kitchen and bathroom. So the handles in your kitchens are very important right now. As you can see, a lot of, I'm seeing this a whole lot in a lot of the modern homes with the long, the pools, I guess you want to call it cabinet pools. On here, as you can see, here with different color. We got a rose gold that's coming out. Here's the brass. Let's look at the different price point between your silver and your brass. So let's go to silver real quickly. Just want you to know the difference in price points of the two. All right, so we can see we can get a little, your standard little knob for $2. But then when we come here, it jumps up to what, close to $50 for just one knob right here on it. When we come here, this is a little bit different. This is $4. So it's all about the detail of it. It's $4. Part of it. All right, so so you can see the price of your silver right here. So let's go back up to your brass and see what the color of your brass. And as you can see, you got different pulls. You got your bar pull, arch pull, cup pull, handle pull, finger pull, appliance pull. So you got different cabinet pulls right here. You got cabinet knobs right here. You got your round, your square, your mushroom, bar. So you got, just know you got different types of cabinet knobs on here. So let's go back. Cabinet hardwood. Let's go back in here. go. Trying to go to the different colors. Yeah, here we go. So let's go in here. You see the price point in brass. Let's go. Pulls. So it's not that bad right here. You know, of course, you can get a little expensive. It just depends on the details and the style of it on here. But, you know, I just wanted you to know what colors were going inside of a home right here on it. All right. Let's go to, hold on 1 minute. We want appliances. Let's go to lighting. Now, can we say lighting plays an important part too?
Yes. For sure.
And you go to new construction, they give them a lighting package. You know, appliances package. You get a lighting package. A lighting can really set the tempo of a kitchen. You know, you got appendix lighting on it. You got chandeliers on it. So your lighting is very important because you're gonna have, you know, that's the next thing. They're gonna say, okay, you know, you got your appliance package, and then you got your lighting package on it. I think that's very important. So I just want y'all to know about some of the different lighting is in there. Like I said before, I'm not asking you to be expert. I just want you to be aware of what we have in here and the different colors that's going on. So you got different type of lighting right here. Directly here, you got your, you know, 2 lighting. As you can see, lighting fixtures can cost some money. I don't know if anybody told you that, but it just depends on the style of the lighting fixtures that you want. You can really get up there in cost-wise right here. As you can see, you're talking about this simple, you know, 3 little balls right here costing $200 in your lighting fixture right here. And this is the silver right here on it. As you can see, this is kind of like a brass color right here. But when you kind of know the different styles on it, this is right here going for 144. Let me go up to the top. All right, so it break it down by, of course, you know, you got different styles of lighting. I think that's important for you to know the different styles. You got your 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, you know, bath lights, bath bar on it. So if you want to be able to go in there and say, okay, this is a 2 light fixture, or you can go in there and say this is a 4 light fixture, or a bath bar fixture. So that'll make you just look more like an expert. And like I said, this class right here is just to give you a little knowledge, point you in the right direction where you can learn a little bit more of the finishing. What I'm going to do, like I said, the next step of our class is going to be actually I'm set up where we go out to a house and we actually go through the house and we talk about the different finishing. And I think that'll be real great. I think that'll be a great outing, you know, for us to get better at being able to pick on the different finishing that goes in the house. As you can see, here's the different price point on it. You know, it's just all your taste when you're talking about lighting on it. Part of it. And you got your single. Oh, let me do that. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. So as you can see, you could put it on here. Different. I'm seeing these a lot in the hallways, you know, and then people are cutting them on directly, just like a lighting on the walkway, on part of it, on the walls. So they got different styles of them directly here. Some of these are putting it directly by the beds, you know, right above the nightstands on it. So they're using them in different areas of the house. And it's just, you know, just different style. Like I said before, lighting, you know, plays a very important part on the style of your home and the makeup of your home. Part of it. Anybody got anything they want to add in on those, on the lighting? All right, that sounds great. Okay, it's good. It's good. Then you got your, you know, you got your different. Now this is big. Let me go back here. This is real big. Your kitchen sinks. This is big, right here. People are, you know, back in the day we used to have the 2 sides of the sinks. You know, you need to know there's different styles of sinks now. Am I the only one to think that the sinks are very important now? Because it sets
It's
the
very
tempo.
important.
Very, 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 very,
There's
very
so
important.
many different variations that they start doing these kitchen sinks now.
Yes, yes, it is. It is. As you can see right here, I'm seeing a big a lot of people getting these farm sinks right here.
The ceramic ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that one too. So I'm seeing a lot of these farm sinks directly in here. Of course, you can get it in stainless steel, cast iron, and granite, fire clay. So you got different styles right here, but I'm seeing a lot of farm sinks they're in right now. Let's back up. Which the next one y'all said is you see a lot of people in?
The undermount stainless steel. The
That's the correct one. Now, you
I've
know
seen
that.
some with like some cutting boards attached and some really fancy stuff
yeah,
on
I've
them.
seen some cutting boards attached.
Yeah. So it's a lot. So, they normally get the client to pick the sink out first because of why they pick out the sink first.
So you can cut the counter to the measurement of the sink.
Exactly. I had a client who had a new construction. They picked out the sink, then they came back, about a month later, the wife wanted to change it to a different sink. Well, she was going to have to pay for the granite again because they had already cut the granite for that type of sink. So you can't just swap out a sink. You had to come back with that same style sink that you have in there because the granite is cut for that particular sink on it. So as you can see directly here, in here, got some right here. This is a cutting board right here. This is exactly what y'all talking about with the cutting board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm seeing a lot of these sinks right here that are, farm sinks that really coming in style back again. And then, of course, undermount has always been, just your standard one. We got the drop in, we got the single bowl, we got a double bowl. So as you can see, you got so many different, and then I think every client is so totally different on what they like as a sink. I didn't know it was that big of a choice, but it really is.
It's a big deal.
It's the big, big deal when you're talking about a kitchen right here. I'm coming from the old school, so I'm used to the two sides and the divide in the middle. So I'm like, how do I wash dishes with one big? What do I do with them?
You don't. You put them in a dishwasher.
Okay, that's what it got to be like that. Because
See, Jeremy, but that's where you separate the chefs from those that are, the wannabes.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at this sink, and I'm like, how am I supposed to put my dry sinks? I'm supposed to rinse it, then put it over here, wash it, and that's the way I'm used to. I'm from Birmingham, and then when I got one sink, I had to figure it out, on how to wash dishes. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention on some of the details you need to look for. And then, of course, faucets always been a top choice right here. What kind of kitchen faucet do you have in there? It really sets, I think the faucet sets the tempo because that's one of the biggest things you probably, between that and appliances and the faucet is the main thing that you'll see in a sink isn't one of those two on it. So you got this side, we got the Pro Rinse, the pull-out spray, they're getting a little fancy. You got the single with the filtering faucet right here, which you got the one. I don't know if they putting it where you got the soap dispenser right next to it no more. I'm seeing that style kind of going away a little bit. It's still there, but it's not much. As you can see, look at the difference between the colors. So
Ooh, that brass is pretty. Ooh.
yeah, you see the brass? Brass is coming back in right now. So I expect all y'all to upgrade your house to brass. So brass is packing the price. So you got $346 for this sink. The black. Somebody said something earlier about the black coming back in too. So I'm seeing that too on it. But brass is the one that I know is really, really making a push, and it's just all about the style of it, on it. So You know, I just wanted you to know that.
If you can guarantee me that adding brass is going to add a few $1,000s to my price, then I'm okay.
Well, I don't need to be quoted right now because I'm just telling you what they putting in homes right now. I don't know about that. I will say that I think that brass is popping eyesight to a lot of buyers right now, and I think it will make it goes quicker. I think it'll sell quicker with brass right now because they're going to look at brass as the new trend, and they're going to look at it as the upgraded trend. So I think that you will have a better shot of selling it quickly. Now, it probably won't be no difference between silver, you know, and brass, but it's just aesthetic wise, they'll look at that as like they win and they got an updated home. That's what I was saying.
Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
I just wanted to exit out and pick my son up. But thanks you for this information, Jeremy. I'll follow back up on you said you're emailing this to us, right?
Yeah, correctly.
Okay. All right. Have a good day, guys.
You
All
too.
right. So,
Pot fillers.
yeah, Papa, yep. That's another big thing. You know, you need to know about. Let's talk about it. It's the cooks, pot fillers.
Hey, pot fillers.
Yeah. You know,
Why am I excited about hot water?
So
That's what you're seeing in a lot of high-end homes, the pot fillers.
Yeah.
Correct. You're going to see a lot of pot fillers in high-end home. We took Shawana's group, and I think it was Okivia House, and I asked some people in there, you know, what is this right here behind it? You know, some of them knew what it was, some of them didn't know. But I really, if you're going to be selling high-end homes, you have to know what a pot filler is, and what's the purpose of a pot filler. You know, yeah, I'm going to tell you the truth. When I first saw one, I was like, what the heck is that? Why they got that on it? But then I had to get educated, and then from that point, I knew exactly what it is. So you got different Delta is probably one of the top, you know, faucet brands. One of them, not the top. You can get Delta a lot in like Lowe's, and I think Home Depot maybe carry it same time too. But these fixtures, you can see, they can go up here in price one. Just depends on, you know, who makes it, you know, and the finishing of it. So you can see this one right here is a nice one, and it kind of comes on out so you can actually get over the pot. And then you have different styles. This is kind of creative style right here, and it's just all on that person. And I think that this right here also sets the, you know, tempo of what type of home, you know, and it's different styles of home. And I think that's one of another class, and I'm going to try to get on the book for next one, the different styles of home. I have a book up here, and it breaks down the different styles of homes. So there's so many different ones, but I just want to probably highlight a couple of them so you'll know exactly what they are. And I want to encourage everybody to go get this book. I'm going to put the name of it in the group chat, and it'll help you when, you know, when you're listing a house. It's better when you're describing like the appliances, the type of appliances you got in there, the style of a home, the elevation of the home on there. And it just makes, you know, you're telling a story when you're actually selling the home. And also when you're walking in the house, you need to know these things for your clients. And it makes you look more like a professional. So any questions on the, you know, things right here? All right. So it was only going to be an hour. I just wanted to highlight, you know, a couple of things that I felt like on finishings that you needed to know, especially look at appliances, flooring. We looked at lighting. We looked at just about everything, towel on it. And I hope I helped you out with learning some of the pricing and what's the price difference. I will put this link up in the group chat, so you'll be able to, you know, look at it. And I just want you to be more educated when you're talking to your clients and knowing about the different trends. So you can go here and see exactly the top luxury brands on there, and, you know, kind of get comfortable with the brands and the names of them. So when you're going into the home, you can call them out. And that's it, y'all. I'm hoping y'all have a wonderful day. Any questions? Everybody okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeremy. This was good.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.